Hey, everybody, it's Sean with Pastor Steve. And Steve, I loved your sermon today. Good stuff.
You're being nice, but thank you.
Well, maybe a little, but I do think that's an important message for us to hear, talking about sexual sin. And that's what Paul was talking about in the chunk of Ephesians you read to us. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to take a wild guess. I think you had a lot more that you wish you could have said. Do you want to spill the beans?
Yeah, no wild guess there. Thank you. We'd like to spill some beans. So I would have liked to spend some time with parents, just speaking to parents directly. So let me do some now. All right. Yeah. So parents, I recognize this is a really difficult time in which to raise sons and daughters who don't get tangled up in immoral things. So you've got to work really hard, like extra hard, like triply hard, because bad stuff is more available to them now than it's ever been available to people on the entire planet and all of human history. Mm-hmm. So you've got to work really hard to protect them from things, but you've also got to work extra hard right now to build things into them. We don't want to just protect them. We also want to build them up so they live by, they nurture in themselves a biblical view of human sexuality. They would spout it out and tell you what you'd like to hear. So parents, you have a hard job to do. So let me speak specifically about schools, man. You know, all this stuff has invaded schools. The sexual revolution has invaded schools. And in some schools and in some parts of some schools, there are some really militant people who are after kids. It's like, we can't get rid of you Christian parents, but we're going to get your kids and there won't be any more faith after that. They're trying to do this. So you got to be very careful about what school you're sending them to. And I'm not trying to say, you know, this kind of school is bad, that kind of school is good, but that one certainly is more challenging. A public school, like if you're in Seattle or San Francisco and your kids are in a public school, wow, man, you've really got a challenge on your hands. Mm-hmm. So the reasoning used to be, well, let's send our kids to the public school to be missionaries and to shine as lights because we want to reach people. And that was cool because then you could get around their parents and whatever. But now in some places, it's gotten so bad, they can't shine as light, man. The darkness is so deep. It's going to engulf them. So you need to think really hard about how and where and when you're going to school your kids. You also want to work really hard about where are they going to get around devices. Because, you know, all the evil stuff, porn and whatnot is available on those devices. And it's not just do you withhold devices from them, you probably need to, or there need to be some kind of precautions about it. You can use it when I say so and I'm there or whatever. But they're going to get around friends who have devices and man, it's a hard time to raise kids. So pray for your kids, raise them up to be sexually honoring to the Lord. That'd be some things to say to parents.
Steve, why don't we record another video and I'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you, Sean.